On Tuesday, Arnold Palmer, Jack Nicklaus, and Gary Player took a ceremonial walk to the 18th green. That same day, Phil Mickelson was in the interview room.
You're so competitive. What would it mean to you to get to 4 and tie Arnie and Tiger?
A lot.
Maybe you could expand a little on it.
It would mean an awful lot.
The world's best, playing at their best, were getting ready for one of the most highly anticipated showdowns in years. The 76th Masters was about to begin. The green jacket and Augusta National went from imagination to reality, thanks to one Grand Slam champion who found the double stand of magnolias, towering pines, and a perfect palette for a canvas that seemed to be waiting for golf's ultimate test of artistry to be constructed. It was a dormant nursery when Bobby Jones and Clifford Roberts acquired it in 1931 and then came back to life with the collaboration of Dr. Alistair McKenzie. A stage created through the passage of time that has delivered countless strokes of genius. Golfers who have etched their names in history, where the primary color is green. For 3/4 of a century, Bob Jones' masterpiece, with its unmatched beauty and major championship intensity, has challenged the world's greatest players. Win here, and the ripple effects are immeasurable. It's the Masters. On Wednesday, Palmer flashed some of the old magic during the par 3 contest. And Jack Nicklaus had some advice for the field.
Learn the greens. First time I played here, I played 36 holes, and I shot 150. I had 8 3-putt greens. I hit 31 greens in regulation. There was a young man named Palmer who was leading the golf tournament who hit 19 greens. And I'm sitting there, I said, I hit 31, he hit 19, he's leading, and I'm on my way home. I better learn these greens. You better learn the greens.
But the day belonged to a different generation.
So we're going to win? What are you doing today?
Came from my daddy.
Where?
At the Masters.
That's right.
There were 2 holes in 1 in the 9-hole contest. Thomas Bjorn at 9 and Mark Wilson at 4. And 2 winners, Padraig Harrington and Jonathan Bird, both at 5 under par when the event was cut short by rain. Thursday morning, 6 hours before he plays, Phil Mickelson is on the first tee. To watch Gary Player join Jack Nicklaus and Arnold Palmer for the Masters Classic beginning. These men were defined as the Big Three, in large part because of their accomplishments at the Masters. 13 wins, 49 top 10s, 147 appearances.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Billy Payne, chairman of Augusta National Golf Club, and welcome to the 76th playing of the Masters Golf Tournament. And first on the tee, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Arnold Palmer. And for the first time, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Gary Player. Oh, beautiful. Very nice. Next on the tee, Mr. Jack Nicklaus. Wow. The 2012 Masters has now officially begun. Have fun.
On the course, the sun is shining and the play is brilliant. Open champion Paul Lawrie eagles the par 5 13th and then does it again here at 15. For a 69. The cameras focus on Sweden's Henrik Stenson. He eagles both 2 and 8 and then chips in for birdie at 15. And is leading the tournament. Until he drives into trouble at 18.
I couldn't get good contacts, left it off the fairway. Took me 4 to get down from behind the green.
He has this putt for triple bogey.
Yeah, what do you say? I mean, it's still been a good day out there, and yeah, we just need to forget that one and start fresh tomorrow again.
Lee Westwood puts together a streak of birdies at 5, 6, and 7, and leads with a 67. South Africa's Louis Oosthuizen at 18. Shoots 68 and is one back. Bubba Watson on the tee at 12.
And I just chipped a 9-iron in there about 15 feet below the hole. And somehow made that putt. I think it's my first time making a 2 on that hole, but yeah, that was big today, making a 2 on that hole.
He's 2 shots back. Among the stories this year, Ben Crenshaw in his 41st Masters, while Carl Jackson caddies in his 51st. And Harrison Fraser playing his first Masters at age 40 and walking over the bridge named for his friend Byron Nelson. 25 years after his stunning win in the 1987 Masters, Larry Mize with a long birdie at the 4th hole. One year after his second 9 heartbreak at the Masters, Rory McIlroy is off to a disappointing start with a double bogey at number 1. But fights his way back, closing with birdies at 17 and here at 18 for a round of 71. Tiger Woods' game is erratic. He bogeys his final 2 holes and opens his 18th Masters with an even par 72. Phil Mickelson is penalized by a loose swing on the 10th tee, which leads to a lost ball and the second triple bogey of his 20-year Masters career. But he battles from there, playing his final 8 holes in 2 under par to salvage a 74.
I made strategic mistakes. I made execution mistakes. And my short game didn't save me when it could have. And yet, I'm only 2 over.
Amateur golf, so important to tournament co-founder Bob Jones, is represented by 6 invitees this year, including last year's low amateur Hideki Matsuyama, the Asian amateur champion. Who birdies the first hole and plays the next 17 even par for a round of 71. The favorite in the field is Patrick Cantlay, the world's top-ranked amateur, and he matches Matsuyama's 71. U.S. amateur champion Kelly Kraft gets off to a nervous start, but makes 4 consecutive birdies on the second 9 and ties Mickelson's 74. all of which is being captured by 28 3D cameras, the largest production of its kind.
Scoring, ready under the soft pass, and under the soft pass.
3D, you really see the slope of this fairway now. Jason Duffner getting
covering the final 9 holes on all 4 days of this Masters. Lee Westwood has the first round lead. Oosthuizen and Sweden's Peter Hansen, playing only his second Masters, are tied for second. 6 others broke 70 on a relatively mild day with light afternoon winds and a threat of rain that never materialized. Friday begins with gray skies and ends with the sun shining on 52-year-old Fred Couples, 20 years after his Masters victory. He makes his second birdie in a row at 8. Goes for 3 in a row at 9. Adds one more roar at 16. In a round of 67.
Today was a spectacular round. I'm not going to kid anybody. It was really a very special round. The atmosphere in the golf course, I've loved it since I walked here in 1983, and it's continued, and here we are, however many years that is later. I still feel like I can play well and get around this course.
He's tied for the lead with Jason Duffner, playing only his second Masters. He shoots 70 to join Couples at 5 under par. Louis Oosthuizen in his 4th Masters is just 1 behind after the second round. And more important to him, just made his first ever Masters cut. In his 4th appearance, Bubba Watson has never missed a cut, and now he's just 1 back. Rory McIlroy moves up the leaderboard with the help of this birdie at 4. And he's tied by Sergio Garcia, playing, if you can believe it, his 14th Masters. Lee Westwood held the outright lead until he came to 18, and then this shot led to a double bogey. And he joined what was now a 5-way tie for 3rd. Phil Mickelson birdied 4 of his last 7 holes, including 18 for the 2nd day in a row, and got himself back in contention.
He shot 68 today and got every single ounce out of it he possibly could.
Nobody's running away, so that 68 today put me within 3.
At the top of the clubhouse is the Crow's Nest, with a couple of bedrooms which make an amateur's commute to the golf course a simple matter of walking down the stairs. Kelly Kraft has an afternoon tee time for his 2nd round and carries hopes of making the cut. Patrick Cantlay is in for the weekend, right on the cut line of +5. So is Hideki Matsuyama, who opens a 4-stroke lead over Cantlay after a 2nd round 74. And 2 rounds in the company of Masters champion Tom Watson. But Kraft comes to 18 needing this putt to play the weekend, with his dad Tim watching.
I'm extending my reservation in the Crow's Nest, yes.
Tiger Woods makes the cut, but can't generate momentum in a 2nd round 75. Putting woes on the first 9. And the swing that deserted him on the second. Fred Couples is the first man in his 50s to lead at the halfway point of the Masters, but it's crowded at the top of the leaderboard. Matt Kuchar is looking for his first ever top 10 finish here, or much better. Mickelson is only 3 back. 63 players made the cut at +5, the most since 1992. The defending champion, Charles Schwartzel, finishes his second round at 3 over par. His new locker in the champions locker room would have been shared with Seve Ballesteros, the 2-time Masters winner who passed away last May at the age of 54. Masters chairman Billy Payne.
We will never forget this fiery competitor who literally willed his way to victory, and in doing so inspired millions around the globe.
Saturday morning. Practice is where you begin to measure your hopes against the hard reality of the leaderboard.
Fourth, please. Kelly Craft now driving.
Kelly Craft begins the Masters weekend. Ian Poulter has one of the day's first great shots.
Come off the ridge. Do your thing. Come on.
Catching the slope at 6. Henrik Stenson at 4. Aaron Baddeley discovers the perils of coming up short at 5. His birdie putt winds up back at his feet. He tries again. A routine par. Matt Kuchar at 4. Goes out in 33 and takes the lead. Oosthuizen at 7. The second of 3 birdies in a row, and he ties Kuchar. But for others, moving day told a different story. Tiger at 9. Would finish this Masters tied for 40th, his highest finish as a professional. McIlroy also out of contention after a first 942. Makes his first birdie of the day at 12. He's paired with Sergio Garcia, who went out at 40 and made his first birdie of the day here, and looks for a little comfort from his good friend and fellow competitor. And Fred Couples bogeyed the first 2 holes today, then pulled his approach at 5, which led to a double bogey. A 75 ended his dream of a second Masters win. But then there was Phil Mickelson. Birdies at 10 and 12. Put his name on the big leaderboard. Now at 13.
207, this on a terrific line. And Phil Mickelson's going to be 25 feet from an eagle 3 at 13 to tie for the lead. 11.
And this one for the outright lead for Kuchar. Watch the putt of Jimenez before him from a similar location and burns the edge. Ahead to 13.
What an unbelievable charge by Mickelson. 4 under through the first 4 holes of the second 9, and now tied for the lead. And do you think he wants it?
Peter Hansen, 1 behind at 14. Sets him up to tie the lead. Co-leader Oosthuizen at 11. That close to 7 under par. Hansen at 15 for birdie. Gets to -7 and the outright lead. Oosthuizen at 12. Will tie Hansen. Mickelson now 1 back, playing his second at 15.
Can he carry it into the center left and use the slope? Again, just an ounce too much, and there's that incredibly difficult chip. Not only does he want to get this close, I mean, he's thinking about holding this. Look at this. It's going to land like a sack of flour. Wow! No one hits that shot. No one. My tar will ring like a tuning fork if this goes in.
5 under for his last 6 holes, and again he ties the lead. But it doesn't last. Hansen for birdie at 17. The first man to 8 under. Now at 18.
All the way. Come on. All the way. Get up.
He will finish with a 65 and the 3rd round lead. A new name appears on both sides of the leaderboard. Watson. Bubba Watson. He's going for the green at 15.
After a colossal tee shot, there's 227 yards left. Bubba Watson is in the air forever. Oh, and that is, you can see that carried the water by just a couple of yards. That's probably the best second shot we've seen in here all day.
He birdies from there to go to 5 under. Mickelson in the second cut at 18.
Phil needs to move this at least 30 yards through the air. And he's done it. And he's hit a most miraculous shot. Oh, it's turning in all the way to the flag. My goodness.
This for 3 in a row at 18. You better believe it. A second 9:30. He'll be in the final pairing tomorrow. Bubba after a big drive at 18.
We've seen people playing from there, but it's their 3rd shot. He's manufactured something in there. Got a fortuitous bounce off the corner of the green. Got everything. Ball rolling back as well. Look at this. Don't stop now. He really does conjure up some magical shots.
Watch out for him tomorrow. And there's no shortage of storylines inside the press building.
And what a scintillating, moving day this has been at Augusta National. Peter Hansen, the round of the tournament, 7 under 65.
An absolutely brilliant third round is led by a 34-year-old Swede who missed the cut in his only other Masters and just shot the low round of the tournament, a 65, to lead Mickelson by 1. In the contest for low amateur, Hideki Matsuyama shoots a third round even par 72 and opens a commanding lead in quest for his second consecutive Silver Cup. Patrick Cantlay is 6 strokes back after 74. Kelly Craft 9 back heading to Sunday. But the indelible memory of this day may well be Phil Mickelson's charge.
There's no greater feeling as a professional golfer to tee it up in the last group Sunday at Augusta. There's just nothing better, and I'm really looking forward to what the opportunity presents tomorrow.
As brilliant as the golf was on Saturday's second 9, it was mere prelude to what happened on Sunday. By the time the leaders teed off, the course had already been rocked by roars. Bo Van Pelt, top 10 finisher 1 year ago, nearly made a double eagle at 13. His tee shot at 16 was even better. Van Pelt had the round of the tournament, a 64. Chipping with a driver, Luke Donald, ranked #1 in the world, made eagle at 15 in a round of 68. And amateur Patrick Cantlay staged a Jack Nicklaus-like finish, setting up an eagle at 15. Birdies at 16 and 17, and a par save at 18. When he walked off the course, he was tied with Hideki Matsuyama for low amateur, but Matsuyama still had 9 holes to play. Louis Oosthuizen 2 shots out of the lead on the par 5 second hole. A 4-iron, 210 yards to the front of the green, 253 to the hole. The 4th double eagle in Masters history, the first ever seen on television. The 29-year-old from Pinnacle Point, South Africa, was at the top of the leaderboard. When the cheering stopped, Bubba Watson got it started again with a birdie at 2. But he was 4 strokes behind. Matt Kuchar at 3. Set up a birdie, and he was 4 back. Oosthuizen missed the green at 3 and had this to save par. Then missed another green at 4. But this time, he couldn't save his par. Phil Mickelson, now 1 off the lead, on the tee at 4. Hit a metal railing on the observation stand and bounced deep into trouble.
Well,
this or go back to the tee, I'm hoping I can get it to here and at least have a shot.
He played his second shot right-handed and barely moved the ball. He played his third shot right-handed and was still in trouble. He put his fourth in the bunker and made triple bogey from there. Watson for birdie at 5. And was now tied for second with Peter Hansen, who had made 2 bogeys at the start of his round. 1 year ago, Adam Scott almost made a hole-in-one at 16 as he finished in second place. This year, the finish wasn't as good, but the shot at 16 was better. At 18, Hideki Matsuyama had this putt to tie for low amateur. Patrick Cantlay won the Silver Cup. At 9, Ian Poulter plays a good 20 feet of break on this birdie putt. He would finish in 7th place. Mickelson made 3 pars after his triple bogey at 4. Now he was chipping for eagle at 8. The birdie left him just 3 behind. Watson for birdie at 9. A small high five with the leader, and he remained 2 behind. Oosthuizen, after that bogey at 4, made 5 pars. Bubba setting up to play a power fade at 10. But it didn't cut. Now he had to hook his second from the pine straw. And save par from there. On the same hole, Oosthuizen missed another green and faced another testing par save. His lead was down to 1. Lee Westwood, who was 6 strokes behind after the double eagle, birdied 13 and hit this approach to 14. Which set up another birdie, and he was just 2 back. Kuchar for birdie at 12. Tied Westwood and got the leader's attention. Westwood second at the par 5 15th.
Get up.
Had that putt to tie the lead. Kuchar to tie the lead at 13, putting from off the green.
Gathering pace on a great line. Oh my!
Back at the 15th, the man who led after round 1 and disappeared from sight pretty much until this moment has this putt up the hill, maybe just outside the right, to tie the lead. You have got to be kidding me, he says. That followed the contour of the hole with half the ball hanging over.
Now back behind the green, our leader, Louis Oosthuizen. Delicate chip down the slope. So close.
He made the comeback putt for birdie and held a 2-shot lead over Westwood, Kuchar, and Watson. Mickelson still had both par 5s to play.
All right, ball below his feet, Phil Mickelson. And trying to turn this over left to right for him. And again, he hits a brilliant shot at the 13th hole.
Watson at 14. Driver off the tee, just a 56-degree wedge approach. Spun it back to 6 feet for a birdie putt that could get him within 1 of the lead. With that roar in his ears, Phil was putting for eagle. Now he was 2 back. Kuchar at 15, 268 yards.
Come on, baby. Be good. I had a number that was just a perfect solid 3-wood for me. I hit it, could not have hit it any better. Knew it was good when I hit it. And to see it up there 2 feet away was awfully sweet.
Now Bubba to take second alone. Yes. Yes.
Kuchar now. This to tie the lead. Oh, yes.
His best finish came 14 years ago as an amateur, a tie for 21st. Now Matt Kuchar shared the top of the leaderboard with 3 others in close pursuit. Bubba 1 back at 15.
Oh, that is enormous.
Kuchar at 16.
It was a in-between number. Tried to just smash a 7-iron. I thought that was the more prudent play. Try to land it in the middle of the green and hopefully it takes a hop forward, and just left it hanging out there.
It left a difficult up and down. Earlier at 14, Oosthuizen left himself another long par putt. Now at 15, he had a similar length for birdie.
What a performance.
What a putting stroke, David. What a fabulous putting stroke.
Westwood at 18. Shot a second 932, but walked off the course 2 strokes behind. Watson at 15 for his 3rd birdie in a row.
Yes. Yes. Bubba Watson just 1 shot behind.
Here's Kuchar for par. Well, it all began off the tee.
Another volatile leaderboard. In 1 hole, Kuchar goes from a tie for 1st to a tie for 3rd. Mickelson has to make up 3 strokes in 4 holes.
It's a good hard draw. Drawing. Yes.
As he tries to solve the riddle of the wind at 15, Bubba is on the 16th tee. That to tie the lead. Now Phil.
Well, that's safely on the green, but it'll be a difficult putt. Left to right to start out with, then straightening up, but he will give it a run. You know he will.
Watson leads the walk to the 16th green, but still trails Oosthuizen by a stroke. Peter Hansen, 3 over on his round today, makes a late bid to get back in contention. But a birdie at 15 won't be enough. Bubba Watson.
We have a tie at the top again.
4 birdies in a row. Mickelson for eagle.
Oh, he didn't. He didn't. Bones, kick me.
On the big leaderboard at 18, the word goes out that Watson is tied for the lead. Driver, his favorite club, at 17. Into the trees left. Phil, 2 back at 16. Has always said this is a tough tee shot for him. And with hook spin, the ball stays on the ridge above the hole. Bubba hardly recognizes he's in trouble.
He's going for it.
Of course he is.
I had a little gap to go straight up where the patrons were. I hit a straight shot there over that tree in that gap.
Phil running out of opportunities for birdie at 16. He made par. At 17, Oosthuizen has missed another green.
About 70 feet to go. And that is a superb shot.
He makes par. Watson has a birdie putt.
Little uphill and it flattens out. Slow down. Oh, lucky it hit the hole.
He also pars. Matt Kuchar couldn't build on that eagle at 15, but finished great Masters with all 4 rounds under par. The tournament is down to 3 men, 2 of them walking to the 18th tee.
He loves it.
Biggest drive of his life on the way.
The face.
And he has smashed it. Oosthuizen's approach at 18.
It's just a feel shot. Oh, he's gone too far. Is that gonna? No. Oh my goodness.
That's a tough 2 putt. Carves out a massive divot, and he's hole high.
I know that people are cheering for me, going for me to make birdies and keep going, but it's just I have to do it differently because I get so excited, so like a little kid basically, get pumped up.
Phil Mickelson must birdie the last 2 holes to have any chance. Oosthuizen for birdie at 18.
Got to be careful here of it gathering speed and blowing by 3 or 4 feet.
Here it comes back. Slow down, slow down.
And so 33-year-old Gary Bubba Watson has a putt to win the Masters.
Well, he's in. He's in at 10.
Oosthuizen for a playoff.
Oh, yes.
Wow.
Yes. Found the left side, and these two are in store for some more golf.
Phil Mickelson's Masters will end here. He and Peter Hansen in a four-way tie for third place.
I had a fun day. I had a fun opportunity in the back nine, all the way up to through 17 holes, where if I could have birdied the last two, gotten in the playoff. But it's disappointing that I didn't, grab that fourth green jacket. It's disappointing that I didn't make it happen on the back nine and get the putts to fall, even though I felt like I was hitting them pretty good. I gave them all good chances. I just couldn't quite get them to go.
The playoff begins at the 18th hole. And after solid drives and approach shots, both players again have birdie putts. Oosthuizen much closer this time.
And
I thought it was in. There was no way that could stop turning. It was just a cup on the right. It turned the whole way, and about a foot short of the hole just stopped turning.
Once again, Bubba has a putt to win. They go to 10. And just as in regulation, Watson puts his tee shot in the trees. Oosthuizen switches to a 3-wood.
After he hit it in the trees there, I felt confident and just probably spun a bit out of it. Catching it off the heel just left me a lot further back than I wanted to be.
Bubba in what anyone else would call trouble.
The first time I ever worked with my caddy, Boston, 6 years ago, I told him, I said, if I have a swing, I got a shot. I saw the gap. I saw how everybody was standing. You can see the gap, how everybody stands. I get down there and I saw it was a perfect draw. Even though the tower was in my way, I didn't want to ask if I get relief or anything, because it just set up for a perfect draw that I saw.
did it hook? Oh, what a shot!
Look at it. Snap hooking on the green, and incredible. Absolutely incredible.
Oosthuizen wound up with this putt for par. Bubba now with 2 putts to win.
I've never had a dream go this far. I don't even know what happened on the back nine. Hit a crazy shot that I saw in my head, and somehow I'm here.
This was a Masters that was almost defined by a shot never before captured on camera. It was 22 seconds from hit to hole for Oosthuizen's double eagle. And what did Bubba tell him?
said he felt like running over and giving me a high five, but he said it would probably not come off well, but he just said well done and great stuff.
You've done if he had come over and given you a high five.
No, it would have been fine. If he'd come there now, I would have knocked him out probably, knowing that I would have. No, it's fine.
I just play the game that I love. And truthfully, it's like Sevi played. He hit shots that were unbelievable. Phil Mickelson hits the shot, he goes for it. I attack, I always attack. I don't like to go to the center of the greens. I want to hit the incredible shot. Who doesn't? I mean, that's why we play the game of golf, to pull off the amazing shot. It's a special time, special place. As a golfer, as a fan of the game of golf, as of everything, it's a special time for me and my family.
Low amateur was Patrick Cantlay, who probably has his eyes on this prize.
Charles, I would be grateful if you would do the honor of placing the green jacket above.
I've never had a dream go this far, so I can't really say it's a dream come true. Went to a playoff, I got in those trees and hit a crazy shot that I saw in my head, and somehow I'm here with the green jacket on.